Welcome everybody to the Two-Man Power Trip, the Black Man Starting the Nerd Lifestyle. I'm Nicholas, Mr. Go With The Flow.
And I'm the man with the plan, Maurice.
And we're back with another edition of the Blerd By Nature Podcast. What's up, ho-host?
What's good, bro? What is good?
Big Zilla and the 5'3" Illa from Tokyo, Black Anime Podcast number 202 in the building. Let's dig it. On that note, let's get into our first segment of the day. Let's get into some vibe, guys. What's up, co-host? How was your weekend and work week?
The weekend was good. I was starting to set up the latest radio I got. Looks like it's going to be the last radio because everything actually works.
Oh, bless.
So
finally,
that journey is finally coming to a conclusion.
So that finally hits on the car's finally 100% complete?
Yeah, I think I'm done in terms of adding, the basic functions.
Yeah.
Everything else is just butter on top.
All right. So, yay!
So I think that's fine. That was the last of like the major pieces I was looking like to add. Everything else is like accessory, especially for this up. I gotta get a shade.
Yeah, co-host Mobile finally at 100%. Mm-hmm. Finally in its truest form. Raise up.
Yes, sir.
Bless, man, bless. And I was then. So that was the main part of the weekend that took over majority of the weekend, right?
Yeah, that took over most of the weekend. Other than that, I chilled. The work week has been a roller coaster. Some of that we'll discuss offline. But it's been a week.
Oh boy! All right, you hear that much? It sounds like something, man. All right, we'll talk about it. For me, the weekend was pretty good. Saturday was another kind of foodie-ish adventure with me and Kenya going out. I started out with the first because I had hit you up about this before because the Japanese donut spot was coming over to New York and they finally had opened up the store. Yeah, I talk about it. So I'm Donut. As y'all either know me online or offline or whatever, I'm a foodie at heart, so I'm gonna go out and find these adventures and shit like that going around. So I'm Donut opened up right the same day where we all went to go see Cinema. So that had like a weird timing delay. Like they was open from like 10 to 4, so ain't nobody could go get their noon delights and shit like that. So I was like, all right, Saturday's coming up. Let me make this adventure stroll and stuff like that. I started out there and Kenya met me out there. So I go out there. And here's me not knowing the land of how crazy it's going to be out there. It's their first Saturday. They open up and shit like that. I didn't realize that it was going to be this nutty of a line. Should have known beforehand, but hey, you never know. You can never guess. So I went into the line, and the first thing I heard was the lady told me it's going to be a 3-hour wait.
Excuse me?
I said 3-hour wait, huh? Now this is where the difference in me and Kenya come into all in all, because I'm an early riser. I could get grooving and shaking and maneuvering my way out there. So I got there pretty early and stuff like that. And my original plan was getting there, get in, get out, pick up the stuff for me and Kenya, and then she'd meet me up at a different spot later on, or however we was gonna work that out. Mm-hmm. When they told me 3 hours, I was like, now at first my whole residual is like 3 hours. Fuck that. I ain't gonna do that. No, that's not worth it. I'm about bounce out. But since I was like, yo, Kenya is just waking up. She gonna get dressed. She gonna hit the trains. She gonna make the maneuvers and shit like that. And then meanwhile, I'll kill the time. I'll wait. I got my Switch. I got my podcast and stuff like that. I'll kill the time. So I didn't have my stool because I didn't expect this to be that long. But I was like, all right, fuck it. So I start to wait. I make the call. I tell Kenya, I say, yo, come up, take your time, maneuver what you can, and we'll meet up around here. So I'm in the line. The line starts to move. So originally the lady told me 3 hours. That shit wasn't even. It was like an hour and a half. I was there tops. And then I got in. It was like a 4-way line, but it started to make the maneuvers. And it was even better because if you was like with there with somebody else, you'd have to wait even longer time. If you were one person, they take you in faster. So I was just one person in the line, made the maneuvers, and then in between the time, Kenny was making her ways over here and stuff like that. So I made the maneuvers, stuff like that. So I got the donuts. I got so the original one was all sold out. I got the Cocoa Original. I got the PB&J. I got the New York City BOT. I got the scrambled egg for Kenya, and I got an additional chocolate for Kenya as well. So I got 5 donuts. I get my first one, and I sit down, and I'm super hungry after the long line and stuff like that. I'm waiting for Kenya in the city. I sit down, and I'm ready to eat a couple of these. So I start off with the chocolate one. Take a bite in this shit, and then I'm like, all right. let me get on to the next one. I have the BLT one. Interesting. All right, finish that off. And then I was like, at first I was planning to save like one of them for later, but I was like, fuck it, I'm so hungry. So I ate the I ate the PB&J one as well. Had all three. I was like, okay. All right, so my quick review right off the top. These motherfucking donuts. They said they do it in a special style and whatever they do it. My only time I'll ever try these donuts again is if we're in Japan and maybe they have a different way of doing it, because there has been times where we tried stuff that they said is from Japan over here in America, and it just does not hit the same. So I would be willing to give it another chance only in Japan. Maybe they do some razzle dazzle, some special stuff, because this American shit was not hitting. I'm sorry if I'm donut, but that first try, it was not hitting. And I tried Coco, and that shit had no flavor. That shit tasted like a potato chip donut. Like you know how you go in the Lay's bag and you grab a one potato chip? It tasted like a crispy donut with no taste. And I had the chocolate one. I'm sitting here, I'm like, if I had the original, I would literally have no taste, because it was a hint of cocoa, but the chocolate in it.
Diet version?
No, bro, because there's vegan options. That was not the vegan option. That was the regular one. It tasted like a potato chip as a donut.
So ain't nobody pull an okie doke on you?
Nope. I had 3 donuts. I had that one, and then I had the PB&J, which the PB&J. See, I had the PB&J at the donut plant. It's one of my favorite donuts of all time. I had the PB&J over here. Tell me why the PB&J don't taste like nothing.
That's horrible,
bro. It tastes like a Boston cream.
Oh no.
Like, nah, bro. The both the peanut butter and jelly mixed together, shit like that. Like, there was no taste. It was just a straight Boston cream.
That's crazy.
And then the only thing that had flavor was the BLT, because it was a glazed donut, but in there you put in a cold ass piece of bacon and an egg and a runny egg and a lettuce and tomato. And all that together was the only thing that had any taste.
Oh, I feel for you, bro. Oh, man.
So all in all, that first donut, $4. The PB&J was $9. The BLT was $13. Put that shit together and all that shit together, and I had barely any taste in 3 donuts.
That's despicable. That's diabolical.
So I'm not one to violate a place, but like that one don't hit. And then I gave Kenya when we met up later. I gave Kenya her stuff, and she tried to scramble eggs. She almost threw up. And then I gave her the cocoa. And I didn't tell her what my experience was, and I just told her I wanted to try it. She said the same thing, no taste.
That's terrible.
So
that's terrible.
I'm sorry for a place to rip on a place that came from Japan to come over here, but like that shit did not hit for me. That shit did not hit for me.
So that definitely sounds like a thumbs down.
Yeah, thumbs down, big thumbs down, thumbs down. But what's not a thumbs down is Sunday morning cinnamon rolls, where we went to next. That shit still hits. Okay. We went to Tiki to get one of them the other cinnamon roll stuff that got the lotus and the white chocolate. That still hit. So I know my taste buds ain't fucking up, because we went to multiple places. Funny Face Bakery. I got a rainbow s'more cookie. Still hit. Like, I'm telling you, me and Kenya went out through the day. We had the flavors. Shit was still popping. So that obviously means I'm donut was lacking.
Yeah, like, okay, all right. You know, we okay. Ain't no apocalypse, but that thing was just bad.
That's what I'm saying. I ate throughout the day, buddy. And not only that, the I'm donut thing, that was the first thing I had all day. So I was hungry. So I had all 3 donuts and I was still starving. That's like I had a Lay's potato chip.
That is wild.
So that's my honest review on y'all. I don't know, bro. Y'all gotta get better or something. I don't know.
Do better.
I don't know if y'all vegan donuts taste better or some shit like that, but all the donuts I had, that shit was.
Maybe you got a bad batch. I don't know. Maybe the cook need to be fired. I don't know.
I don't know, man. But right
SpongeBob
now,
back there.
Right now, I can't disrespect SpongeBob because Krabby Patties was crazy.
Nah, I say get SpongeBob back there. They need SpongeBob.
Yep. They probably need SpongeBob back there. But I don't know, man. I don't like to be the ones to tell y'all bad news, but I'm sorry. The only time I'm gonna try again is if me and co-host take a travel to Japan again.
This ain't sound like it at all.
Nah, bro. Nah, not at all. So I don't know, man. That maybe this spared us, because maybe if we found out about this shit in Japan, we tried this shit would have been on the
it'd be on the list.
On the boo-boo list
for real.
On the boo-boo list, like what? That Burger King out there?
That Burger King out there. that New York pizza in Amsterdam.
Yeah, man. Listen. Yeah, your travel bros gonna tell y'all how it goes because that's just a no go.
That's
no bueno. That's the no bueno list for sure. So that's that for that. So away from that, the Saturday foodie was good. The Sunday adventures was chilling. Getting to the work week, I was chilling until my supervisor came back, and I'll tell you more detail about that as well, more offline. But all I'm gonna say is my supervisor had some wishy-washy ass vacation. That's all I can say. But that's all I can say. But other than that, the work week was pretty good. I got my enhanced ID thing today. I went through I went through all the DMV processes that you could deal with and stuff like that. But the one thing I could tell you about that today was, them pollen was kicking my ass because I was waiting on the bus to take over. So when I was waiting on the bus, I was under a tree. And the tree was filled up with pollen. I had my mask on, but man, them pollens was anytime the breeze was coming down, the pollen was attacking me there. Then I took my ride all the way to the DMV, and I got there early. And they on a strict time shit. My appointment was at 2:00. They said I can't get in till 1:45. So I found the bench, but the benches was all straight out in the sun. So I sat down in the bench for like 10 minutes, and I was frame rolling like rotisserie chicken. So I said, fuck that. I moved on, and the only place that had shade was the trees. But all the trees had the super pollen. And the disrespect was coming in because anytime the wind was coming in, I had a big piece of pollen literally smacked me in the back of my head. I was like, bro, wild. I'm here, and I have to take a new picture to go on my ID. I wasn't trying to look like a fucking crazy zombie on that shit. So I was like, oh, y'all disrespectful. I don't want this pollen to smack me in the back of my head, bro.
Yeah, they're like, fight back, bro, fight back.
Dead ass, bro. Every time the wind came down, and it's not even like I was waiting too long. I had to sit down. I was playing my Switch, and then the pollen started coming in, smacking me in the back of my head and falling straight in front of my Switch. I'm like, oh, you trying to fuck me up? And this shit, what was even worse? A pollen hit me and it broke apart on my lap. So there's particle pieces of the pollen all over my lap. I was like, bro, y'all really trying to kill me? They trying to take me out today.
The pollen was like round one.
Big time, bro. Pollen was not my favorite friend today, bro.
Listen, the pollen was trying to hit you with a flawless victory.
Oh, big time, because they knew I couldn't fight back. If I fought back, the pieces would have broken apart and they would have fucked me up further.
Yeah.
Oh shit. But other than that, I was out with old homie Big Shaq, and on Tuesday we went to see The Accountant 2 because like years ago we went to go see The Accountant 1 and we said we was gonna link back up when The Accountant 2 was dropping. Okay. So that shit dropped. We watched that shit. That shit was great. That shit was great, like we remembered. Shit was hilarious. It was good relinking with old boy Shaq. He doing good business and stuff like that. So that was cool. Other than that, that's about it for the work week and the week in general. So that packs up me for Vibe Guys for this week. So going into the next, we can shift over to the OTC of the week, off the cuff discussions. And I just wanted to ask co-hosts, what is a fictional universe that you would go on vacation, and why? So as an example, I have example to if you want to think of stuff in the meantime. For some examples I got is Naboo from Star Wars. You got Asgard from Marvel prior to Hela's attack. We got the Pokemon world. Or we got like San Francisco from Big Hero 6. So any like fictional universes that come in mind that you would actually like to go on vacation?
Oh man, you hope you're fun with this.
I know. It's hard. It's hard to think about it because a lot of the universes that always come in my mind is always the ones that get tear up.
You're right. Like if you just said the places I wouldn't go.
Yeah, exactly. So where the fuck the places that you would actually go?
Ooh,
or like a place. I don't even want to say places because honestly, when you start to think about it, that shit is hard to think about. Try and think about like one peaceful ass place that you would actually try and see if you could vacation, and it could be like a certain time period as well. It doesn't have to be like exactly a place that you know of that eventually gets fucked up. You could say like prior, because Asgard, when Hela showed up in Thor Ragnarok, she fucked that shit up. So before that shit, Asgard was probably amazing.
This is so hard. Oh,
I know, bro. I was there thinking around. I was like, yeah. Oh shit, nah, that got fucked up.
No, I can't go there. Absolutely not. I'm gonna play it safe. You know where we gonna go? We gonna go to Sesame Street.
Okay.
We gonna play it safe. Let's drop you more. We gonna take a nice little vacation to Sesame Street. Yeah, keep going. Hold on.
Why Sesame though?
Huh?
Why Sesame Street?
Still nothing really happened over there.
Okay.
Nothing crazy happened over there.
I mean, shit. I don't know. Sometimes, what did Dave Chappelle one time say? Sometimes some shit goes down to Sesame Street. You never know. One time you might wake up in the wrong gang. You might get shanked by Big Elmo.
Listen, I just keep asking number on speed dial. Let him deal with that.
True that.
Him and the Big Bird.
Never know. You never know. They might be able to help a homie.
Right,
got the count on my side. 1, 2, 3, bro.
Right up in one of the brownstones.
True that. If we survive out here, we can survive anywhere.
Oh, sad. All right, let me think.
So we got Sesame Street. Street.
No, he can't go there.
It is so hard thinking of anime, bro.
Absolutely the fuck there. Nah, I have this thing on the tip of my tongue. Why I can't reply back out of my mind?
I mean, it's never ideally too peaceful. Shit, if you want a vacation, then vacation.
Oh, absolutely the fuck not. So what? I was like, no. I go to the Center for Alchemist Brotherhood before everything popped off.
Okay, that's fine. That's all. Hey, man, it might have been a reasonable, understanding place before Alchemy started hitting that motherfucker like no tomorrow.
Right? He's for grass and land before everything went left.
Better hope you don't move it. You don't run into no creepy niggas like Shao Tucker.
Right? Just before everything went left.
Exactly.
As soon as I get a hint of everything get left out of it.
Shit. All right. Nah, I hear you, co-host. I hear you. Nah. Big shout outs to the spots you would be willing to risk your life and go there to enjoy a nice vacation. You don't got to be there long. You got to have vacation there.
Be there for a good time, not a long time.
Exactly. Before all the shit go left, and then you looking at it like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
like some juke joints out here in the universes.
Yep.
Shit. But speaking of that, all right, we could move on to the.
Hey, hold up! You didn't tell me yours, did you?
I did. I said, so you got Naboo from Star Wars.
Okay.
You could be out there peaceful and good time. Probably before any of the shit went down in like episode 1. Anakin and Padme always said they could chill out there in the Naboo. Asgard, before Hela destroyed that shit. It was a party. Okay. Everybody was enjoying themselves. You know, a good time and stuff like that. People had unlimited food, unlimited fights and shit like that. You could enjoy yourself. You get fucked up and then you just transport right back there. The Pokeball world, depending on certain circumstances and stuff like that. I mean, if you in a certain, jurisdiction and shit like that, you might be safe. Depending. And then I said San Francisco from Big Hero 6, which is a mixture of American culture and Japanese culture all in one, and like a California kind of zone and shit like that. It was in Big Hero 6 Disney movie and shit like that. It was really nice.
Okay.
Yeah, so yeah, those
I just want to make sure those people picking weren't just background while I was
thinking. Yeah.
Okay.
Those are on my list.
Okay.
So those I got. So yeah. So that would be mine. So yeah, shifted off the cuff discussions. We could go into the third segment, nerd and reboot news. And right off the bat, I want to talk about it. Sinners, since we have watched it, have been fucking killing the charts. When I talk about something that has changed the zeitgeist, I think this movie is about to go down in like history of one of those movies that changed the culture. Like when Get Out came out and everything, it's like we have movies that are post Get Out and pre-Get Out. Now we are living in an era where we have pre-Sinners and post-Sinners, because Sinners have brought back a luxury back to the cinema that these motherfuckers have not seen before, because their numbers is killing it. All that talk about that first week that Variety tried to put it down as not making enough money and shit like that, all that shit got washed away.
Yep.
I've never seen the level of high-rated actors come out to support this movie. Motherfuckers everywhere support this movie. I've loved the art that came out of this movie. The lore has come to this movie. The discussions that come out of this movie, the TikToks, the videos, the discussions, the conversations. Everybody around loved this movie. Black, white, everybody's had all kinds of conversations, and it's proven that Ryan Coogler has had like everybody used to complain that original movies are not selling at the box office, or they're not getting their time to shine. Sinners said fuck all that. Yep. This is a movie that's probably gonna be in the Oscar concessions when it comes back and to roll about next year, shit like that. But the movie and the money and everything that shit has come together has been crazy, to the point that my second point in this nerd and reboot news is the mere fact that it's been a long time since I heard about this, but there has been a demand for this movie to go back into IMAX after a new Marvel movie that's getting critical acclaim that has gotten its chance to take over in IMAX theaters. Niggas said, fuck that. Fuck that. This is the first time I've ever heard that the power of the people have told IMAX, fuck the new Marvel movie that's getting critical acclaimed. We don't want that. We want Sinners to go back into the theaters in IMAX style for 1 week only. And they announced that and dropped that this day. And in 2 hours, They sold out all the tickets they had for a week-long viewing. What?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Nigga, I ain't heard about that before. When the hell have they released tickets and they don't? I don't even think that I don't even remember like Endgame and all that shit selling out like that. We still had tickets. I never seen this. All the big IMAX showing and shit like that. They showing that shit for 1 week. All the tickets sold out. And it crashed the website.
Yeah.
When the last time AMC crashed the website?
Listen.
Bro, like what?
Right.
You hungry?
Trying to get in there. Couldn't get in there.
Message to all you hungry motherfuckers. I hate you.
I like that, y'all.
I was trying to do it.
Listen,
I was trying to be one of them.
Listen, I already had to deal with this with the Switch too. You know what I'm trying to go see? Is trying to go see the movie as it was intended in the 70mm IMAX, and y'all ain't letting me be happy.
Bro, I didn't even. Well, at least with the Switch 2, I could have expected with a system. I didn't expect this to happen. It felt like everybody watched this movie this week. So I didn't even know it. That's how crazy this movie is. Niggas already back on the reboot. I heard niggas already watched this movie 5 times. I was just trying to get on my... Bro, you know how serious this is? Kenny already watched this 2 times. I ain't even see this the second time yet.
Yeah.
Kenny already went with her sisters.
That's wild.
Bro, I didn't even get to see that shit the second time yet. I was watching The Accountant at the time, so I understand. I couldn't go with them. But at the same time, I was ready to watch the IMAX 70mm. I want my collectibles. Y'all hungry motherfuckers stole that shit while I was at the DMV. I don't like that. I don't like you motherfuckers, bro. I want my collectibles. Now y'all resort me to get I gotta get physical media. I gotta get physical media on y'all ass.
Listen, all I'm trying to do is see it in IMAX. All I'm trying to do is see it in the 70mm IMAX. That's all I'm trying to do, y'all.
I'm getting that shit in Blu-ray, and y'all better put that 70mm on that shit. I want a collectible. I want everything. I want behind the scenes. I want deleted scenes. I want everything y'all motherfuckers have. I want deleted scripts. I want everything y'all got. Put that shit in the Blu-ray. I will buy the Steelbook Blu-ray if y'all put everything in that motherfucker. Listen, and a collectible strip. I need all that shit.
Listen, I'm gonna need the Thunderbolts to go back on whatever cloud they came on for now. They come back later.
I'm not gonna lie, because we watching the Thunderbolts in the regular format. I'm not watching IMAX on that shit.
No,
I want sinners, bro. I want sinners. Put me back in the motion. I'm going back to the
right. I see them to roll on up out of IMAX, and then you come back later.
1 week wasn't enough. Release the 2 week. I didn't the second week. That wasn't fair. I wasn't ready.
Right? I wasn't ready.
How the fuck a week later after we done fought? And this magic ass man, my co-host, done schemed his way into getting all the shit for the Switch 2. How the hell y'all made me a week later feel like Boo Boo the Fool about not getting tickets to a movie I already fucking seen? To me, I feel disrespected. And I seen the movie. What the fuck? Nah, son, they said Ryan Coogler sprinkled crack and sinners. I've listened to the soundtrack twice. Like in full, I've listened to the full soundtrack 3 times, and in pieces, I've listened to it in an entire week. He sprinkled crack in this movie. I don't know how the hell he did, but I'm hooked. And I've only watched the movie once. I'm ready to watch it a second time because everybody says it's magical a second time. And even Kenya said she saw it a second time, it's magical again. Like, bro,
you know what? That ain't right. I need them to open up some more seats.
I don't know how it's gonna be done, but I need y'all to open some seats. I don't know how the fuck that works. This ain't WrestleMania, but I need y'all to put more seats in the goddamn theater. I don't know how this works. I don't know how it works. I don't understand. I've never seen this before. Bro, I hit you up after I scaled I didn't even need Twitter to tell me. I personally went on AMC and I looked at all the dates it was out for a full week. Everything was crossed out. Yep. I couldn't believe it. I could not believe it. By the time I hit you up, I had seen all the shit. I was like, I could not believe this. I thought it was a typo. Yep. I said, no, ain't no way. It's sold out. No way.
Sold out. Every seat.
That means niggas don't even care if they're blinded at the front. Bro, it didn't even sell out when we was trying to get the tickets at the IMAX 70mm. It was just too close to see with the eyeballs.
People like, well, this is how I gotta do it. I gotta do it.
Bro, I've never seen before. I never seen this before. Ryan Coogler, I don't know what he did. He put the spell on us because I never seen this before. And the crazy part is, because it's a WB produced movie, since it's just gonna be on Max. But I know that's not enough. I need physical media. I don't trust Max.
Nope.
Shit. On my reboot list, I got another shit too, which is funny. They just got rid of Tom and Jerry. And you know who picked up Tom and Jerry? Toby.
Of course they did.
Shit, like, bro, I don't trust Max. I gotta buy a physical copy.
Can't trust Max.
it's a black entertainment going on Max. I know they gonna get rid of that shit after. I don't care. I don't care. I don't trust Max. I need a hard copy.
Yep, hard copy it is, bro.
Nah, y'all motherfuckers got me stressed. I'm gonna have to get me a physical media. Fuck that. And speaking of award women trying to be big up in the movie theater and shit like that. You saw the trailer for The Rock's Smashing Machine?
No, I have not.
All right, so Smashing Machine is The Rock portraying Mark Kerr, a UFC fighter, going through it's an A24 movie. I think of it in the styling of the way how we saw the Iron Claw.
Okay.
So I'm gonna show you the trailer. I'm gonna send you the link to the trailer after. It looks like a good trailer. Trailers can be deceiving. It's interesting. I'm interested. It's seeing The Rock acted a way that he hasn't acted in a long time. It's not The Rock being The Rock. It's a different thing. He's delving into style. He looks completely different. He's got a crazy forehead in the movie. He changes up his hair and details and stuff like that. Some niggas are complaining that he changed up his look so hard in this movie that they was like, why the fuck you couldn't change up your look a little bit for Black Adam? But I digress.
Woo.
I digress.
Woo,
I digress. I digress. Nonetheless, shout outs to The Rock trying things. Dwayne's trying things. If this shit falls to the wayside, best believe that nigga is in full front coming to WrestleMania 42. Taking over in big time.
Oh Lord, here we go again.
Oh, big time. You just always got to count on that Dwayner.
Oh my goodness.
So yeah, next up on the news. Last week when we was doing the podcast, I hit you up about this, but Jeff Hardy putting up numbers again to be invited to a further cookout after being invited to literally the last cookout, which seems of Wale Mania. But apparently, and I told you this was going viral the second I seen it in live production, but we saw Jeff Hardy and the Hardy Compound in his Willow gimmick doing the They Not Like Us Kendrick stroll from the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I saw my coworker at the time, and they were cracking up.
Of all people, I mean, it could have been sillier on anybody else, but Jeff Hardy, who's been beloved by the black community forever. I mean, only he could have gotten away with this shit, I swear.
Yeah.
That's all you can say. It's Jeff Hardy.
It's Jeff Hardy. It's like,
and I see him do TikToks, with his daughter all the time. So I knew this nigga was ready to shit.
And it might be an eye because it's Jeff Hardy.
No, honestly, when I saw this, I was like, at first I saw this, I was like, what the fuck? And then I was like,
it's Jeff Hardy. It's like, okay.
Of course. But nonetheless, Jeff Hardy doing Jeff Hardy.
Mm-hmm.
So, co-host, I want to talk to you about this because I know you have had to have seen this conversation going all week. And I wanted to talk to co-host specifically about this because we are a black podcast indeed. And the silliest black thing has gone around for the entire week. So, co-host, I want to talk to you about this specifically. What is your thoughts on the big debate of the week? 100 men versus the gorilla.
Okay, I have a question because I don't know what the fuck is going on with this.
What?
I've been seeing it.
Conversation on Twitter got crazy and the whole internet went nuts.
Yeah.
So apparently,
I'm trying to figure out what the hell is going on with this because I don't understand.
I think it was just niggas talking shit on a Twitter that just got incredibly out of hand. They were saying, what if 100 niggas get together and they jump and they put hands on a gorilla and they said 100 niggas can handle one gorilla? What's your thoughts, co-host?
First, why are we doing this?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. I don't know why we are attacking a poor gorilla.
Yeah, well, what did the gorilla do?
I don't know.
What did Harambe do to deserve all the other act like that?
I don't know what Kerjack from Tarzan did to y'all. I don't know what Mighty Joe Young did to y'all. I don't know what King Kong did to y'all. But why y'all want to jump the gorilla?
Like what the gorilla do?
I don't know, bro.
It's out here trying to make it just like us. So what's the problem here?
What if the gorilla was just having lunch or something like that?
And y'all roll up on it like what?
Yeah, what the why y'all coming out with it? And what kind of I don't. It's got to be you got to talk about environment. You got to talk about space. Y'all gotta talk about what kind of gorilla is it? Is it a docile gorilla? Is it a raised up gorilla? What are we doing here? What are y'all doing? And why y'all jumping the gorilla and shit like that? What are we doing, bro?
Right, in that case, I hope y'all lose because y'all ain't trying to come out here jumping the gorilla.
Don't understand. And then it's 100. I imagine it's hand to hand because y'all not coming in there with weapons because then y'all are just cheating. Yep. But so it's hand to hand, 100 niggas against one gorilla. What? And they're not even taking into account what is y'all psyche gonna be after the first nigga gets squashed? Because whoever gets sent there first is getting squashed. Because after a while that gorilla not gonna take it no more, and a nigga gonna get ripped in half. It's a 600-pound silverback gorilla. A motherfucker go get ripped. One of them niggas go get ripped, and the entire psyche if you guys are gonna be changed, fam.
Yep.
Y'all are gonna be so fucked up. Y'all not gonna be ready to do this.
Nope. And I'm just like,
and then that's after one nigga. Now, what happens after he tears through the first 10 niggas? A lot of y'all gonna be running. A lot of y'all not gonna be able to take that. Y'all gonna be broken psyches and shit like that. Like y'all ain't watch Attack on Titan for shit, huh?
And then y'all assume that Gorilla gonna be by himself.
Yeah, I don't like what Gorilla gonna be throwing shit at you and shit like that. And if y'all in an environment that Gorilla could swing off the trees and shit like that, that nigga got combo effects and shit like that. Like, come on.
He called the game like, whoa! Go swing out the trees. Listen,
because y'all never gonna really see a gorilla alone, bro. Or if that gorilla alone and it start getting jumped, y'all know motherfucker gonna try and help one way or another.
Listen, he gonna put out the call, then all you gonna see is I'm like, listen, y'all put it on yourselves.
All I'ma think once 100 niggas pull up on a gorilla gonna be Thugnificent. What that nigga do to make y'all so what that nigga do to make y'all niggas so mad?
I said, the other gorillas gonna feel the disturbance in the forest. So hey, what's going on here? We got a problem here.
Even if y'all win, y'all don't think that gorilla gonna have homies,
right?
Y'all niggas think this shit gonna end. Y'all think that shit once y'all beat that one gorilla, that's the end of you versus gorilla warfare. Y'all never think one day another gorilla gonna pull up on y'all like revenge. Well, right? Gorillas never forget.
Exactly.
Y'all think y'all great until an angry like what if they like that elephant that followed that lady?
Yo, for real,
what if the motherfuckers never forget and then they chase y'all down? Right. Like what y'all gonna do if y'all answer the door and that gorilla becomes a hunter and that gorilla start hunting niggas?
Right? Ain't that y'all watch Planet of the Apes?
Exactly. Listen, bro, they not ready for the revolution.
This ain't the move.
I don't know why niggas was just fucking around and this became a whole army of discussion. But I tell y'all, don't fuck around before y'all end up at Planet of the Apes for real.
Yeah, like this ain't the move. Leave it alone.
Nah, bro, I stand. Why 100 niggas want to take on a gorilla? What for? What's the goal?
I was like, what do you gain from this?
I don't know. I just don't know.
I don't know. I'm like, what is the point?
I don't know. It's the same like the debate about picking the bed and shit. Like what are we doing? What are we doing, y'all?
Right, listen.
It's all a fucking mess.
Well, if the bed come help the gorilla.
Exactly. What? Nobody want to see Yogi and King Kong.
Mm-hmm.
Like, hey, like who dealing with that shit? Who dealing with Diddy and Boo Boo?
Right. Bear mind his own piece walking by like, what the hell going on over here?
Exactly.
Oh hell nah.
No, bro, I'm not mystical. Right? I don't need y'all to help the bear.
Right. Talk about save the bear. Oh, that was y'all. Oh.
Fuck that. Fuck. All right. So next on the reboot news and stuff like that. That show we talked about, shout outs to the gang working on that show, Comic Shop, that indie Kickstarter that got backed up. Mm-hmm. They just finished filming. There's 6 episodes, so the series is gonna have 6 episodes. They finished filming, and we're waiting to hear where they can put out the series or wherever they can upload that shit, even if they want to put that shit on Tubi, because Tubi getting that respect out there. But wherever they want to upload the series, whenever they finish processing and editing and everything, once that post is up, I'm happy to say that they finished filming all 6 episodes, and we are now waiting to see where that shit drops. That shit will be fire. Black-owned comic shops with a random group of comedy like-minded people. Zeno Robinson's in there, and the geek is in there and stuff like that. I think it's gonna be dope. So whenever that drops, that's lit. But I'm happy to report that they finished filming all 6 episodes.
Okay.
Yep. So we are on bated breath to see when that drops for sure. There's a new Living Singles podcast rewatch dropping May 7th with Sinclair, aka Kim Coles, and Maxine Erica. They both together to leak all the tea. Have the guests on the talk about it. So they want to talk about. They want to finally tell their stories and shit like that. And I'm here for it. So
I'm definitely here for that.
I added that to my podcast. Listen to.
Yeah.
So I'm happy to. It's called. Let me see. I think it's called Reliving Single.
Okay.
Let me check because I just added this to my list today. Yep. Reliving Single. Yep. So May 7th, that drops. They'll be dropping episodes, and I will be rewatching as they drop episodes for sure.
Yeah.
I love that. Hell yeah. They go answer the questions that I always had, and I'm here for it.
Yeah.
Yep. And the last bit of reboot nerd news in general, and I sent this to co-host and we talked about it, and this was a dark cloud coming over the gaming community that we could not avoid, but now Nintendo opened up the floodgates for it, but now Xbox has seemingly raised not only their prices but their system prices and everything. I mean, they're an American company. I don't even think they had to fucking deal with tariffs, so I don't know what the fuck this had to be.
Oh no, yeah, they do.
They had to deal with it as well.
Yeah, because most of the Xboxes are made in China.
I thought that Microsoft and stuff like that was deal with American systems and shit like that.
Oh no,
bro. So yeah, they raised their prices to $80 games, and it's officially we're in the norm era, bro. $80 games are now the norm.
Yeah, even these American companies, most of their manufacturing done over. Some may be assembled here, but the parts and all that good stuff is done abroad.
Everybody enjoying Agent Orange, y'all. Y'all enjoying some of y'all decided to vote for? Y'all enjoying that shit? Cause floodgates is fucking opened. Jeez. So co-host, what you thinking about all these price raises, bro? What's up?
I'm like, here it comes. I was like, once I saw the Switch was talking about this much game, I was like, oh boy.
I mean, I'm not an Xbox nigga at all. I ain't been an Xbox nigga since 360, but man, Nintendo opened the floodgates, and boy, it's open like never fucking before. This is crazy. Now I'm just waiting for Sony to act up, because you know they acting up next. They just ready. They're prepped and primed in the background to shit on all of us at this point. This is crazy.
And like I said, this is just the start.
It is, and it's the worst start ever, bro.
But you know, Sony's gonna do the same. All electronic is gonna do the same, because that's the thing about tariffs. Guess who wound up paying the tariff? Me and you.
The people, man. The people. It hurts us the most, and it fucking sucks. It's terrible, man. I hate it.
Yep.
I hate it. And this is the floodgate. And going forward, it's this is the minimum. That's the scary part of all this shit, man.
Yeah, remember these are just current gen console prices. So who knows what PS6 will look like?
Oh, they already ready with the
next Xbox is there, even this one.
They know they getting ready. If Microsoft and Xbox is broke now, they ain't finna see a fucking dime next. Raising the prices not going to help them. They was not even selling as much as everything else, and they decided to raise the prices. Like, niggas want them shit like that? They crazy.
Yeah.
Niggas is already on the verge of losing everything. They were selling their highest games to the bidders. I was hearing, like, at one point, what was it, Halo and Gears of War is about to come on the PlayStation, and y'all want to do this? Y'all really just trying to kill off the Xbox straight off.
Yeah, I know. I was wow.
It's just an omen, bro. It's honestly an omen, truly.
I was like, they start about talking. Boy, this fall is brutal.
Oh yeah, big time. For all these games, these prices, and everything they try to do, this shit gonna be terrible, bro. Yeah. But nonetheless, that closes off the book on nerd/reboot news for this week, and we shift over. It's time for the main event segment. Main event segment, we done with BMP this week, Black Morpher Power, and we back in this Sentai era of things. We are going into Gokaiger, episode 1 and 2, but before we go into that, let's get into some history and some fast facts. So, right off the bat, the full name is Kaizoku Sentai Gokaiger, Pirate Squadron, the 35th Sentai series, going on from February 2011 to February 2012. This replaced the Gokaiger, and prior to Go Busters, this is the special anniversary series, also named Captain Force in South Korea and Super Mega Force in America. The genre is tokusatsu, superhero fiction, action, adventure comedy, and crossover fiction, developed by TV Ashi Toei Company, Ishimori Productions, with a 51 episodes and like 5 movies where they're the main focus, but like 8 movies in all. So basic premise is a team of pirates set sail for ultimate treasure in the world of Sentai, traversing the history of it. So any fast facts before we go into episode 1, co-host? Anything on your end?
Nope, I don't have any fast facts for this.
All right, so with that being said, we could go into episode 1, Space Pirates Appear / Make Landfall.
Yeah, so the episode starts, with them talking about Earth was facing a great crisis, and they're talking about the legendary war, and we see all ranges from number 1 in this big battle.
Yep, the Zanyak Empire is on them. The people are panicked and stuff like that, and then we run into that large army of Sentai, and like you said, the legendary war went down.
Yep, so this is one place I wouldn't go for vacation. You ain't going here.
Oh no, not during this time, not at all. Not when the legend. You saw, one thing that's crazy that it started on was when you went in, they pulled up and you saw all them goddamn ships.
Yep, and it's been going on for like 34 plus years, man. Listen,
that shit's crazy. That shit is absolutely crazy. But what I liked about this that obviously was missed in that whatever the kind of fakakta shit that they was doing in Super Mega Force is, plenty of niggas in that short time that they were showing off them. I love the combos that was coming out of the Legendary Wars because they actually showed different teams working together. Like, did you see that ninja shit that they
Yes, I did.
That was hard as shit. That was all the ninja niggas, and I'm talking about the aqua ninja niggas and the ninjas, all them combos. I was like, yes, this is the Legendary War, buddy.
Right, this made so much sense. I was like, there we go.
See, America, they fuck every time, son. America gonna fuck it up, bro.
This time I gotta agree with you because I was like, bruh, I'm watching. I'm just like, what is this?
I was like, bro, the combos coming out these months. It almost looked like so many niggas got time to shine, and they individually was kicking ass. Mm-hmm. Hell, the first light speed nigga that I seen, I know it wasn't Carter in there, but the nigga was firing it off like he was Carter.
That's what
I was like, that is Carter. I don't care who that is in there. That's Carter.
Keep it shooting first, ask questions later alive.
Bro, I saw there was like 150 of them niggas deep. First thing I saw was Carter. I was like, why? I could tell you had a gun right off rip.
Listen, I'm like, pew, pew. Yeah, there you go, buddy.
Bro, there was a mile of them. The first thing I saw was a nigga with the gun, and I said, it's Carter. Carter, baby. This shit was crazy. Now, that war was so great off of combos alone. It gave me the Forever Red feeling right back.
And then towards the end when they gathered up for the super explosion, give me all your energy.
Yup, they sacrificed themselves and combined their energy to fire back at the ships. All sacrificed themselves, and the power got fucking scattered through space.
Yep, like hold that
shit was crazy. What a way to kick us off. The world was blowing up. They had like 150 ships deep. They had all these rangers, and you could pause that picture right there and just look at the history of all them motherfuckers, all the fucking crazy suits. And then that fight going down, and then all them niggas sacrificed. I like the first like 2 to 5 minutes. That is crazy.
See, now after the Legendary War, maybe we could have went there for vacation. Maybe.
Yeah, honestly, they said time has passed. So honestly, they sacrificed themselves, and there was some peace for some.
So then we get introduced after this. They were saying that after this great war, all the Rangers are gone, time has passed, and we get our intro to this spaceship.
Yep.
And then we get to our lovely cast of characters here.
Yep. So we open on a robot parrot named Navi that's sensing the greatest treasure that ever was while they're floating on that space pirate ship. The pirates inside are intrigued, and they already got like a box full of what seems like rangers in the form of keys, and they set their sights on Earth because the little parrot named Navi was like, the greatest treasure, it seems that aim over there. So they dealing with that, and the Zanyak, who have been the emperors of the universe, apparently have pull up on them, and they try to attack, but the team is all shook, but their captain is not. And this is where we get our introduction. So this is the team we got. We got Joe is the Blue Ranger, the dude in the blue suit and stuff like that. Yep. We got Miss Luca, who's the yellow ranger out there. We have Ahim, that's the pink ranger. We got Doc, that's the Green Ranger, and you got one of the goats, Captain Marvelous, Captain Red out here, baby, that's dripping with the sauce. Everybody out here stressed. My captain said, "Nah, bro, we got this, and Cap was ready to make his move, son, and that's what we got. Right into the opening. Now, co-host, I wanna hear what's your thoughts on the opening.
I liked it. It was nice not to hear go.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, they had their own kind of hint of go, but it's let's go, Kaizoku. But
I'm good with that,
bro. So this, if you ever wanted to define what it would be like if there was a One Piece ass opening for Power Rangers, this was it.
Listen, that is music. I had this in my notes. That is the exact vibe I got off it. I was like, so this is Power Rangers One Piece. Oh, okay, I'm here for this. I'm here for this. I was like, okay,
100. Yo, there. What a perfect fucking justification to link for pirates to meet with fucking Power Rangers because this is perfect. This is so fucking good. And like they just looked at One Piece and they was like, what if this is a tokusatsu? And they said, yeah, because that opening could have been a One Piece opening. Like you could have thought this was...
even before the opening, I was like, okay, this is very One Piece. After the opening, like, oh yeah, this is definitely Power Rangers One Piece. I'm like, okay, all right, this is what we doing. I'm like, I'm here. All right.
So right off the bat, you could have cut the music off and you could have put We Are.
You could have.
You could have put We Are just the same way. The same way. It would have worked so great.
Yeah. So, when I saw the warning poster, I was like, all right, yeah, all right, say less.
Shit. The fucking premise of it is that they're looking for the greatest treasure in the universe.
Yes.
Is that not the One Piece?
That's what I'm saying.
So right off the bat, fire. So we go. So after we leave the opening, we go off back into the episode. Captain Marvelous not sweating. He ain't sweating a goddamn thing. They in the face of like 50 ships deep. They ain't sweating a damn thing. Everybody else is stressing. Captain Marvelous said, "Man, just watch me. Watch me work."
Yeah.
So the Saiyaks see the wanted signs. They got wanted posters. They got wanted posters, and they go after the pirate ship because they said, "Oh shit, these are them niggas. We gonna get some extra money off that shit."
Right.
And they set they get to the pirate ship. They were like, "Yo," they go and start blasting. The ship is setting off. They got the blasters setting off on the ship. They said, "Fuck it, man. We gonna unleash the cannons." Yo, my son, Marvelous with the wheel.
Yeah.
Yo, he on the wheel. He's spinning that bitch like no tomorrow. One hand. It's like he driving the whip. He got the one hand. Spinning that bitch. Odie the cannons come out. Firing, boo, 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 blowing up mad ships. He driving that shit. He got the big blade on top of the ship. He driving that full force into cutting these ships in half. Like no tomorrow. He's slicking these bitches like butter. These motherfuckers are the emperors of the universe. He ripping through them shits like butter, baby.
Listen, like, oh yeah, fire wheel. He's like, yeah, I got him. Oh no, you didn't, bro.
Bro, it is so smooth. They didn't even show us when the ship turned into the Megazord. Nope. We just looked up and the ship was already in Megazord. You like, what the fuck? When did that happen?
Listen, son, 3 ships. The Megazord,
yo, son, can we talk? The dynamic entry where he combined the 3 ships and blew them shits out. Yo, bro, this motherfucker was you already knew these pirates was OP because they was running through ships like there was no tomorrow. Yep. They had to get all the Rangers to fight off these ships. These motherfuckers showed up and they was like, we got this. My son was ripping through ships like there was no tomorrow. It had double blades. It was cutting up ships and shit like that. Dynamic entry cutting off. Them niggas at the Empire was pissed off. They were like, what the who the fuck are these niggas?
Yeah, oh, bruh.
Bro, like light work for the team and light work for the cap. He said, nah, they good. So right after they handled a couple of them ships, they said, nah, that's all good. We dipping off. We handled enough. We good. We going to Earth. So they go. Yeah, exactly. They lost about like 10, 15 ships and we ain't break a sweat. So obviously they learned their lesson. So we off to go find a church. So they go back to be in their ship and they head off to Earth. So they pull up and this shit was hilarious. They pull up and they park in the Earth. They just landed somewhere in Japan and they just dropped double anchor.
Yep. And they just come out here. And
bullhorn and everything. I didn't even know where the fuck they find a bullhorn.
Yeah, they was like, yo, ahoy, Earthlings.
So right off the rip, you know that even though they look like Earthlings, these motherfuckers are aliens. So that just makes us all. This just makes us all even more.
Right? They're like, listen, we here for treasure. Do y'all know where the treasure is?
All them niggas is looking at them like, what the fuck? What is he talking about?
And then here come Yellow like, nah, don't try to hide the treasure. I will F you up.
Yeah, what y'all doing? I love that you got their personalities as they each are like yelling into the bullhorn.
Yep, Ping's like, no, I got this. Like that. Hi everyone, we're hey you down there. Look, we're looking for treasure. Do you know anything about the treasure? Have you heard nothing? Have you heard anything? He's like, no.
He said, nah, I don't know what the fuck you talking about.
He's like, listen, the guy, random Joe number 35, was like, listen, whatever you looking for, nobody on Earth probably know where it is.
And Marv was like, all right, fuck it, man. If they don't know what that is, we gonna change plans right now. So Marv was like, fuck it, I'm hungry. And they was like, bro, we don't even got no money. This nigga, that nigga looked at Luca, said, yo, you got that nice ring? She's like, oh yeah, I got that nice ring. Shit, we about to sell that. What?
And you pirate fashion.
Exactly. He said, yo, you got that nice ring? Shit, I'm about to sell that shit for my next meal, baby girl. She was dumb tight. She's like, what the fuck?
Right? He's like, hey. She's like, oh man. She's like, it's only
she was tight as hell. So next scene we see the Zanyak Empire, and we get introduced to the main guy, the Walls Gill. and his team of minions and shit like that. So he's like the son of the actual emperor. So we don't see like the actual emperor on the ship. We see his son, and we obviously like right off the rip is told that he's a nepo because he's got a bunch of power and he's arrogant. He kind of reminds me of like of Olympus from Lightspeed Rescue, but like Olympus got more hands. His introduction is straight up like he a bitch because some of his minions already see him as a bitch.
He reminds me of Sprocket.
Yeah, he's like I'm the emperor's son. You can't do this to me. Yada yada yada. They was like, are you gonna go out there and fight himself? He's like, no, I need another general. I'm like, you a bitch. You obviously pulling off. You a full of nepo baby. If the first thing you gonna yell out is I'm the son of the emperor, you obviously know that you ain't got no juice, bro.
Yeah.
Especially if your video's already ready to step to you, like you already a big bitch.
Yeah.
So he's already feeling disrespected about what the pirates did to the ship. So he's like, yo, give me a general. They find a general and he gets sent off to Earth. And they send them niggas. Yo, that's the one thing about the Zangief Empire. If you gonna send one of them generals, they send like 100 niggas deep, which like you know where they send the putties back in the day. They send you like 10, 15 putties. Now the Zangief Empire don't play that game. They send one general. They send like 100 putties deep, and then they send you like 3 extra super putties that they added steroids to.
Yeah.
So they send a bunch of niggas deep to like destroy a shit ton of the planet. So you like, god damn, son, they running. So they get so in the midst of them getting their shit together, we go back to Earth where Captain Marv, he already jacked Lucas' ring and he already went to biggest dealer and shit like that. He sold the ring and the motherfuckers is shook in there. He like, bro, I could give you 10 million yen right now for the shit. He said, fuck it. All right, we got a deal, brother. And Lucas pissed about that shit. And they trade off for the money. They got big stacks. They walked out there with all the paper. I looked at that yen and I said, damn, I miss some yen. Shit, I could be balling with some 10 million. Yeah, I could ball with some 10 million yen right now.
Right. And so now basically Captain Marvel's like, listen, your brain don't work well if you don't.
Facts. So, and he right, man. He giving prime Luffy energy.
Listen, so they get their curry, they about to eat, and then come boom.
Bro, so let's set up right before exactly that happened. They was like, yo, we about to let's pick somewhere fancy and expensive because we balling out. And that shit was funny because they ended up going to the curry spot. Now, our last review, what we did was we did the first series, and the first series they ended up at a curry spot. I think this was supposed to be a play on as the first series. I think they ended up as that first spot. I think this was supposed to be remnant as the first because the curry reminded me of the same curry spot that they kept eating in that first series.
Yep.
So I think they ended up at the same place and shit like that. And I got so tight for them because that big bowl of curry, that shit did look good. And everybody's ready to eat. And the second they was ready to eat, fucking boom, and that shit pissed me off because I knew them niggas was hungry as hell.
Listen, I'm mad. Now it's on site for whoever did this because I can imagine after getting off my flight and I go down to finally eat my food and I got my food right there and I'm about to take a bite. Y'all blow my. I don't care who it was. It's on site.
Oh, best believe.
It's on site.
Imagine now. Go back to our trip to Japan and how long we had to wait until we got a meal. Imagine how long we had to wait to get the meal. We get that first meal and then the place blows.
Going hands and feet. And whoever it was. Going hands and feet.
Whatever they need, they gonna see us right in the battle because I need to get some hands and feet on them motherfuckers. Yeah. You're not gonna ruin my meal.
Like you dead ass? Oh, what is what we doing? Oh, yeah. All right.
Yeah, y'all obviously came here to fuck it up. So I'm gonna fuck you up for that. Yep. Shit is crazy. So the ships are here. The ship shoots the area around and everybody. Yo, son, this shit was another. My son, Captain Marv, if y'all talking online about aura farming and all that shit, that's everything that my son Captain Marv will be doing. Yeah, my Captain Marv, he be aura farming all day because tell me why the big ass ship shoots around the area and it blows up everything around it. His whole team duck. This nigga don't move an inch. All you see is his coat move in the wind while the blast hits the direct area and everything blows up around him. This nigga's not even transformed. He don't got the Ranger suit on, nothing. He just dripping in aura.
Yeah.
He aura farming.
He like, y'all, let's get back to the ship. Because he already typed me. He's like, They effed up my meal.
He's
blew
just
up my
like
money.
me. He just like me, and he just like Luffy. If you fuck up my meal, you gotta catch his hand. Gomu, no, you gonna see these hands.
He's like, you effed up my meal. You just effed up my currency. Listen, now I'm mad.
So they head back to the Gokai Galleon. That's the name of the ship. And the Zanyak sends out the Shikabone and the soldiers, and they blowing up buildings, attacking folk. They just blowing up shit left, right, and center.
Yep. And I'm like, yo, they just molly.
They have no mercy because they beating up men, women, and literally children. Yeah. So they out here putting hands and feet to this. They grabbed up this lady like there was no tomorrow. They had some aggression to kick out because they had this one teacher in a fucking chokehold.
Yep. And then Ahim saw it. She was like, oh nah.
Yeah, she spotted them kids and them adults being attacked, and she started getting worried. She was like, you know what, man, I don't like it and shit like that. And they started feeling sympathetic towards it because she started to make it apparent. She was like, you know what, that kind of reminds me of what happened to our world. So that opens up a thought. You like, damn, what the fuck happened to their universe? What got this cast of characters together? If they was like, yo, Earth, they was like, I kind of feel bad for Earth because this is how they did our planet. You like, what the fuck? Zanyak Emperor's got some holds on some planets out here, man. They probably running it like Freezer Force.
And yeah, you know, these bad guys, they ruthless. So yeah, like show me your fear, and I'm like,
facts, man. They was about to violate. They was like they was violating that one teacher lady. They were about to shoot her straight in her face. And Marv wasn't with the bullshit.
No, he was not at all. He was like
Marv with the slickness shot the commander, and everybody started stepping into formation. I was like, man, these niggas are so cool.
Yeah, they was like, nah. So you the one that blew up my curry. Oh, a word?
They stepped in and they instantly said, oh no, they recognize these are the motherfuckers that fucked up our ships earlier. So they recognized the pirates.
Yeah. You again.
and instantly they got their keys out and they was like, oh, you gonna fuck with our food, you gonna get this Gokai change. Mm-hmm. And they Gokai change, the announcer going off, and they change up and they do their stances. And boy, they was
they got to work.
They got to work. And boy, I love this shit about them. The blade and the gun combo, the blade and the gun combo rush, they be doing this shit so slick. Marv be going off, and I love his combo style is dead ass aura farming. Cause you see the way how he be gun playing these niggas? Yep. He be cutting them, and then he be smooth with the gun. He be dodging them and hitting them like a cowboy gun blast, bro. The shit is so clean.
Listen, every one of y'all getting a bullet for every scoop of my curry y'all missed.
Facts. It was a big bowl too, so every one of y'all niggas get every piece of the sauce in the curry bowl. You're catching a bullet. Bullet. And then in the midst of that, you got the lady. She talk about, is this the legendary 35th Sentai team? She's the one giving the exposition in the background and shit like that. The shit is kind of funny as hell.
Yeah, it's like, so I do remember some stuff. Well, it's fitting that the teacher will be the one giving the
pretty much. Yeah, and she's teaching it to the kids and stuff like that. Like it all works out. It's just funny how the exposition comes along, but it makes sense. But like I was saying before, they send out so many soldiers during this time that it feels like each individual Sentai Ranger had to deal with like at least 51 of them niggas deep. But I love their combo style because they can either go with a gun and a blade, or they toss it to their friend where they do it 2 blades, or they toss it to their friend that does it 2 guns, and they all fight differently. I love freaking Luca's fucking the way how she now you know these swords is hard as hell. She be whipping them motherfuckers around doing talent shits. That shit is crazy.
Listen, she already mad about her money.
Oh, big time. She said you motherfuckers made me have to sell my ring. So she was hitting the whirlwind spin.
Right, she was already tight. She like, nah, y'all gonna get this work.
And then you got Doc hitting the goofy style where he dodging this shit off goofiness and shit like that and fucking them up. And then you got Joe in the blue. He styling on these niggas the way how he combo that shit and hard combo slices and shit like that. Ahim coming in with the floral pink blaze and shit like, these niggas is going ham.
Joe, like, I can still smell the good flurry. I can smell the good curry.
Joe was out here mad as fuck because he was bodying missiles.
Yep. So it was like, yo,
Pink and Yellow was hitting the combos and shit like that. They was going in. So like right at this point, they started whipping all the motherfuckers' asses. They started to go stylish on them. So this is our first instincts of them taking the keys to change up.
Yep.
So they pull out the change with the keys to the other Rangers, and they change to the OG first form.
Yep.
So they go with the first Sentai, and the teacher lady is explaining to the kids and the audiences about how they turned into the first Sentai with the Go Rangers and stuff like that, and they started playing a football assault on the enemy.
Yeah, I remember the finish for my review. I was like, oh shoot,
bro, this shit had me crying because they was playing the football assault, and then the football landed, and then it turned into a trash machine, and then it sucked them all up. Yeah. I was confused. I thought the football was gonna be a bomb, and then it turned into a trash machine, and then it sucked them all. I was so confused.
I was like, oh yeah, that's definitely season. Yo, yeah, that's definitely
big time. That was definitely series 1, but I was still confused as hell. I was like, that a football turned into a trash machine, and then they sucked them all up. I was like, what?
And spread up. I was like, yep, yeah. That's definitely something from that first series.
God. So that wasn't all that. After they folded a bunch of them, then the team changed again into Shinkenja, which is the samurai, and then they started hitting the combos off them. Then they started flexing it, and then they turned into Maji Ranger, which was Mystic Force, and then they blast them off with their powers. They get lit up and change back to their original form, and they fucking jump the commanders. When I talk about the school, the Xavier School of X-Men jumping, they was jumping the shit out of these niggas.
Right? Somebody watched X-Men 97.
Oh, 100%. 100%. And then right after that, I love it. They unleashed the big ass group move, the final wave, and they fucking slashed the shit out them commander, bro. Destroying the general, and they started the true beef with the Empire now.
Yeah, for real.
Nah, they fuck comboed the shit out of this. There was 100 niggas deep, and they bodied the shit out of everybody.
Yeah, Luca was like, "Well, we done it now. They gonna come back for the revenge." It's like, here we go.
Oh, big time. If they wasn't pissed off about these ships, 100 niggas deep, they gonna be big man. So like they started suggesting that they leave Earth, but the folks, they decided to thank them. And I love this little tweak because I love the energy that they give off. They was like, nah, man, we don't accept that thank you bullshit. They pirates. They do whatever the fuck they want. They ain't here for you Earthling niggas. We was fighting because they fucked up our food. We just felt bad about our food, bro.
See, I'm like, yep.
I said, yo, these niggas are so cool. These niggas are so cool. They said they fought for their food, and I respect that energy. Fuck all that hero bullshit. We ain't heroes. We a bunch of pirates, and they fucked with our food, so they had to catch these hands and feet.
That's it.
Yeah, and that's the end of the episode. How did you feel about the ending that plays?
It was chill.
Yeah, I like it. It goes through the history of Sentai, all, and they mix in the little names with lines in the song and shit like that. Like it's nice. It's a nice go through history and shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the preview for the next episode came up, and that closes off the first episode. So, co-host, what's your first impression?
Oh, I'm here for Power Rangers One Piece.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, for me, I'm always super biased with this series. This proves, if anybody watched the series, it will prove why people hate Super Mega Force so much, because they fucked up so bad in America. I don't remember the last time America fucked up this bad when it comes to different versions and shit like that. But these niggas is dripping in the sauce that
I was like, what happened here?
This is why I said there was a failure to connection in America completely, because how the hell could y'all miss on the mark of these niggas aura farming? Pirates are so cool. How the fuck did you mix the mark on doing that for Power Rangers in the actual world, bro? Y'all fucked this up so bad. I said I love it. What an opening. Big war to kick off. Next gen pirate alien badasses. War starts. A group of anti-heroes. Truly great way to kick off this group. Like 10-10, no notes. It all went so hard.
Yeah, like I said, I'm here for this. All this was fire. I'm good. I was like, so this is what it's supposed to be.
Oh yeah.
What the hell happened?
Yep. And on that energy, we could go stepping into episode 2 now. The worth of this planet.
All right, so we get our intro.
Yep, we open on the Sentai seeing where the Zaniac are and where they're parked, because now they're pissed off. They're like,
they big mad.
fuck Earth and fuck these Sentai. So they parked off. They literally parked up against Earth. They said, fuck it, we running this moon base. Shout outs to Rita and Zed. They said, now we taking over this shit. Fuck Serpentera. Fuck King Mondo. Fuck all them reject Big Bad Beetleborgs. We taking over the moon base. We watching these niggas because we gonna plan our next assault on it. They ain't going nowhere without our permission now.
Listen, man, I don't know about that Serpentera stuff. You don't want Serpentera coming back causing trouble.
Nah, they said they ain't scared of that shit. They said they gonna make Serpentera our bitch, man. Fuck that
Super
shit.
Super Sentai Serpentera is a whole problem.
True. I agree.
They don't want that coming back.
At this point, they probably want to resurrect the motherfucker, use it for themselves. Shit. So yeah, so they try. So the Sentai are trying to figure out how to get this treasure and dodge the Empire because they like, man, there's a bunch of them niggas and we not trying to fight all that smoke. That's a lot of niggas. So we got Navi is trying his birdie best to navigate where the fuck the shit is, and Navi ends up like bringing out its wings and shit like that, and then it flies, it hits its head on the roof of the ship trying to fly out. So we see someone all the way on the outskirts watching the floating ship, and that's when we get our opening, which got the same vibes as we were saying earlier. And then the pirates decide to take a look on what's going on out there in the Earthlings, and they pull up, and everybody for some reason is wearing fucking black clothes.
Yeah, because Navi said someone in black has information, just treasure.
And they're like, what? Black this nigga? Black that nigga? Everybody's black today. What the fuck? Was there a big sale on black? What the fuck?
Yeah, I was like, oh, yeah, black. We got black students. I'm like,
They the niggas out here. They stand out because they the only ones colorful. It feels like that one episode of Fairly Odd Parents.
I'm like, bro. So you look at it like, wow, this ain't.
So they stressing, trying to go through all the shit and figure out what's going on. And then out of nowhere, a biker pulls up on them.
Yeah, he's like, yo, you know pirates.
He's like, I know you niggas. Y'all was the one that was making the announcements yesterday. Mm-hmm. So if y'all claim y'all trying to look for treasure, I think I know where the treasure at.
So they go along with it, like, okay. And then he was asking about the legendary heroes. He's like, listen, like, these like the things you got. He's like, yeah, those kind of protected the planet. Yeah, they said they don't. They people are amazed about them turning into other Sentai and stuff like that. And the pirates is like, what the fuck are Sentai? What the fuck? So he's not explaining the various Sentai.
Yeah. He looking at the keys and shit like that. He's like, oh, this is what these motherfuckers are. We was just stealing this shit for shits and gigs. I mean, we pirates.
Yeah, we still don't know how they got them yet.
Yeah. So the kid finesses them over to an area, and he's like, yo, I'm such a fan, son. I'm trying to take a picture of that. And yo, he's like, show off that key right there. Yeah, that samurai one right there. And he was trying to take a picture, and he gets closer and closer and closer. And then the nigga thought he was slick, and he tries to grab the one key in Captain Marvelous's hands, and he said, brother, gotta try again for that shit.
Right.
And he put that motherfucker in a headlock.
Right. And then he let him go. He knocked down Doc, and then he hops on his bike. He's like, I don't know nothing about your stupid treasure.
He acting all mad and shit like that, trying to get away. He like, man, fuck you.
Yeah, it's crazy. And then, Joe was like, he's like, Joe, like, you got finesse, bro.
Cap like, wait a minute, what you mean finesse? And then he checks his pockets. What the fuck, my keys? Oh, that motherfucker!
Yo, this reminded me of Eddie Guerrero and Ric Flair.
Yes, 100%. Because why was this nigga in a headlock and they showed the replay? This nigga getting in the headlock and he sneaked that shit. He sneaked the two of the keys straight out of him.
I just put Ric Flair like, checking his pocket. Guerrero stole my number. After Marvelous, he had the same expression. I'm like, yo,
shit, fuck out of here. So in the midst of that, while they dealing with the key stealing bandit kid, Walls we go back into the Zanyak Empire ship, and Walls out here, he like, man, fuck this shit. I'm sending out my next commander. Right. He yelling at his other commanders in the face and shit like that, trying to act hard and shit like that. And he still look like a big bitch. And he's like, yo, I need my next commander. And that's where we get an introduction into Vanguard. Yep. Vanguard's like, yo, I'm ready to go down. I'm ready to go down for my ship and shit like that. So they sent him out to go deal with the people and start to terrorize the people on Earth.
Yep, perfect. He get down here, starting shit.
Yep. And then we go back into Earth, and then we got Marv. He chasing off against the kid, and I him follows Marv from behind because she's like worried. She's like, nah, I don't like how Marv was looking. She's like, yo, that Marv about to put the hands on this nigga.
Right? Say, what you think I'm gonna do to him? She's like, I don't know. That's why I'm going.
Shit. So Ahim is with Captain Marvelous, and the rest of the group chill out, and they start to reflect or Cap getting his shit taken.
Yeah. Just like, he like that kid. Like reminds him of him. Like,
exactly. They was like, low key, he could probably feel respected for this kid. Like he had the balls to do that shit. And he's like, yo, Cap probably fuck with that.
Right? Like, yeah, he probably like, yeah, boy.
Mm-hmm. So they end up tracking the kid down, and he argues. Like they grab him up, and Captain Marvel is just like, "Yo, what you trying to do?" And the kid argues. He's like, "I want to use the power for good." He was like, he's trying to fulfill his destiny and stuff like that. And Marv is trying to fulfill his purpose with this key and this energy. Yep. And the kid wants to fight to protect this because we get the backstory and find out that his grandpa died in the legendary war. So his grandpa was one of the Sentai. And thinking about it, his grandpa was probably the red Shinkenger samurai ranger and stuff like that. So he was probably the grandkid of that kid. And we don't know how long time has passed since that. But like the legendary war, these Sentai sacrificed themselves. So he did. His grandpa probably died that day.
Yeah, and then we get his flashback. I can't get in the chest, and I'm like, oh, was this his grandpa? Oh,
yeah, we got a flashback that shows Marv fighting the Empire on a different planet on top of the ship, and we see him like almost getting folded up by the Empire. But he was saved by a rogue Sentai out of nowhere that sent him on the mission to get the key, to get the other keys and stuff like that, and sacrificed himself to fight off and stuff like that.
So I'm wondering.
Going off. So yeah, you caught up in the shit. You like, what the fuck is this? And what was the backstory and all this shit? What was going on for Captain Marvelous? Because he definitely got a backstory and shit like that. So he definitely resonates with the kid. Yeah. So in the midst of that, you got the hating ass Zanyak Empire pulling up, and they attacking everybody.
Oh yeah, they big mad.
Yep.
They ain't got embarrassed twice. They big mad.
Oh, big time. So Marv challenges the kid. He says if the kid can win, he gets to keep the key. If he can't win, then he got to give it back. So he gives the kid the Morpher and the key. So he's like, yo, fuck it, give there, and you can handle your business. And I like how this went down. So the kid, full of rage, transforms into the Shinkenger, the Samurai Red Ranger, and you notice how they accompanied his body with the suit. They didn't pull a Justin.
Yeah, that was about to say,
he looked dumb short in that suit, and it looked extra awkward. And he ran in there full force. And he took out like maybe 1, 2. Now, keep in mind, the Zanyak always do their shit in numbers. So you got that one soldier. He had them 3 subordinate, the super soldiers. And then he had 50 niggas deep. Now this nigga got to run in there, and maybe by luck, he took out maybe 1 to 5 niggas out of 50. And I'm talking about the weak niggas.
Yeah.
Right after he handled a couple of them niggas started beating his ass.
Yep. I'm like, come on.
Captain said, the first of all, no mercy in this dojo. Fuck them kids. They got to learn the hard way. And I respect it. I respect what Captain Marvel was doing, because he said, I can't let this kid out here think he the shit when he can't handle himself. He want to be big and bad and tough and handle them shits. And go ahead, bro. You was talking all that shit. Use all that energy. And boy, did that kid get rocked for his trouble. Oof. Boy, when I tell you, I laughed my ass off when this kid got smacked into that fucking building. I paused the episode because I laughed too fucking hard. Y'all gotta see this shit for yourself. He smacked the kid and he flew into that fucking building like it was Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, I was like, this ain't right.
I audibly said, damn. He smacked that boy right out of his. He unmorphed and everything. He was fucked up, but got stains on his face and shit like that. Yeah. Like shit. He had to learn the hard way. And here comes Captain. He said, shit, you lose? You had enough? You had fun, bro?
Right now, the way he smacked this head building, I was just like, bruh.
The disrespect was real. Kid fails, and Marv took back his morpher and his shit like it was nothing. He said, I hope you learn your lesson, kid.
I'm like, that's fucked up.
He asked the kid about the value of this planet, and he also becomes impressed by the kid's resolve. He was like, the value of this planet, I mean, you should understand as pirates, you know, the value of the greatest treasure on Earth and shit like that. He said Earth is the greatest treasure. And he was like, you know what? I fuck with it. I see your heart. I fuck with it. So on behalf of us seeing your gumption and shit like that, fuck it. We'll fight this extra time. We'll land at the space in here, some of that. So they was like, yo, all right. We got to put boots to asses to this nigga today, man.
Like, I'm still mad about my.
Oh, big time. Your curry, your resolve this planet. Let's mix it all together, and I'll beat your ass.
They went to the shop. Like, what you mean the shop ain't fixed shit? Yeah,
exactly.
They destroyed my cooking pot. A word? Hold up.
Not the walk. Oh no, we ready to beat that ass now.
Yeah, we back.
Yep.
They
So
pull up. It's us again. Yeah, from last time. Yeah, we can get.
So the pirates pull up. They
still hungry.
They transform, and we get more of the fancy blade and gun combos ready to pop it, man.
Yep, and here we go. Hands, feet, and boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, Marv's style is still aura murder because he truly out here violating the swap combos. Still go crazy. They be clearing the big army of soldiers like it's nothing. Doc's goofy style of fighting be hilarious as hell. Yeah, I was dying when he was rolling off those barrels and shooting the fuck out of them niggas while he was rolling off the barrels. Mm-hmm. Doc funny as hell. And you notice how throughout the series Doc always gets hit by either Luca or Joe or something like that.
Yep.
Like somebody's always hitting Doc when he's doing some silly shit. So that's Doc and his relationship with the rest of them niggas.
You're right.
Marv outclasses all the level of soldiers. He put the hands and boots and feet all them, and they pull out that final wave of individual strikes, and they take out the super soldiers and shit like that. And that's when the commander was like, all right, so
you talk about those weapon swaps. Woo!
Yeah, them shits was clean, bro. The way how they use their weapons and they use their combos is too fucking clean, bro.
Yep.
Super Mega Force can never. Nah. This shit is dripping with too much energy, man. They did all of them fight with so much sauce.
Yeah, and I'm like, what happened?
I know. I've never seen such a lost in translation. This shit is too hard for its own sake. So this I know this had to be the biggest pop for co-hosts. I wrote this shit in all caps. The commander strikes at them and they transform. Biggest pop of the night for co-hosts. They turn into Deca Rangers SBD.
They're like, you want bullets? We got you with bullets.
Bro, I have it in big bold later.
Let's go.
Space 12, they turned into them niggas and they started lighting it up. I said, co-host, that was the night made for co-host. Yeah. I said, out of all the niggas they pulled up like A Squad SBD, and I was like, co-host is in heaven.
Yeah, I was like, let's go. Pick. That's right. Yeah.
I know that that was the second episode. They said, I know co-host was in there like, the goat.
I was like, get him. Yo, and then when they transformed the Ninja Storm and whooped, I was like,
when they turned into the Hurry Rangers, it was the Ninja Storm, and they hit them with the closed caption combos and shit like that, where they do the secret shit. That shit was hard. Then they changed to let's talk about this next change. They went to all red. This shit, I love this series because they can give you anything they want. I love it. Any Ranger can be any color from any series. It is so hard. They went for all red. They gave us a mini all red reunion. They went to Shinkenger Samurai
and
Red. They went to Gao Ranger, Wild Force Red, Magi Ranger, Mystic Force Red, Gold Sager, Mega Force Red, Geki Ranger, Jungle Force Red. And boy, when I tell you they did a jump assault, all blood Forever Red Ranger stomp out in the fire, back fighting in the red tornado, wild out and this shit is what a jumping.
You know the only con I had to get for this is that we had to see a Gosei head.
I don't even care. I don't care. I don't care, bro. They made Gosei hot. They made Gosei hard. I don't care.
I was like, it was only for 1 second. I was like, ugh.
I don't care. They get a pass because this was the hardest shit. This was they went from SPD to Forever Red in the same episode, and this is only episode, bro.
Listen, bro. I was hoping to get a light speed appearance.
Nah, I don't care because they'll save it for another time, and I'm here for it. I don't care. Y'all know how I feel about Lightspeed, and I don't even care. This is the second episode, and I know there was more to come. Woo. This was so hard.
It was.
This is the fucking Super Mega Force can never. Like, bro, this was so hard. Bro, they turned all them niggas said gang. I've never seen this before in my life. They beat these niggas. They went X-Men. They jumped these niggas in a fire tornado. They turned the area into a fire tornado, and then they jumped them.
See, this is what happened when you mess with people and they're hungry and you mess with their food.
Lost in translation is not even enough, bro. They gave us some sauceless American adaptation, and I will stand by that shit so hard because the way they jumped this commander was so fucking funny.
Whooped him.
They beat his ass so bad that the people at the Zenye Empire, they was having a conniption. They was like, bro, we can't tell Waltz what happened. That nigga gonna fire us.
Mm-hmm.
So they took management, they holding hands, and they started to hit the laser that made their monster grow. And not only did they make the monster grow, they injected the super soldiers. So they had like 4 of them niggas grow at the same time.
Yep.
I was like, this shit allowed? When the hell they started growing up them putties like that?
Listen, they said you want to beat pink to us? Oh, we got something for you.
Yeah, they was like, we're gonna jump that Megazord, and they was like, fuck that. So they called up the Gallion, and they pushed out the phone, and they pushed out some numbers like this was space.
They were like, listen, man, boop 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 boop.
Yep,
like go shit.
The Gallion done showed up, and they bro, they was ready for them. They showed up in the Gallion, and that motherfucker pulled up, and they had them cannons ready.
Yeah, like load the port.
Yup, they had them motherfuckers cannons going off. They drive them into the ship blade. They started cutting them up. They unleashed the separate Zord. They all did separate individuals and shit like that. They started folding them off that. Started shooting at them in separate cannons.
Like, yeah, you remember this? You remember this from space? Yeah.
They unleashed the separate Zord attacks, and then right there they formed the Megazord together. And bro, can we talk about that Megazord getting bouncy?
Listen,
that motherfucker started doing triple axle flips and cartwheels and double flips, and they had that shit with the double blades in their hand. Yo, I love this Megazord, bro. That shit was moving.
Yo, this Megazord was out here,
and that Zord handles all 4 of them niggas with some flips and dodges and shit like that.
It was hopping and moving around like the SPD Megazord. I was like, let's go.
Shit, that shit reminded me of that Ninja Store Megazord that had that one shit started dancing around and shit like that. That shit was a combo. All them motherfuckers that could move. So they tried to jump my boy Megazord. They had him jumping. They tried to hell him.
When the Megazord transformed, he's like, hold on, let me fix my hat.
Facts. Had that shit connected and shit like that. He said, nah, y'all ain't gonna fuck this up. So they pulled up. Yo, this Megazord had the cannons on assault, bro. They had the cannons coming out the arms, the legs, the feet, the torso. Yeah. They had cannons for each one of them niggas.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, boom, 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 boom. I'm like, oh, yeah, hold that. He's like, you hold this. You hold this. You take this too, bro.
They sent out the starburst and the fire at the next general till that motherfucker went kaboom.
Right? One time the big general, he grabbed him, he spent the wheel on the back and shot his forehead. Like, that's no way for you to do that.
Bro, I'm telling you, the disrespect was real. The way how the team and Captain Marvel was spinning the wheel on that on them cannons was going crazy.
Yeah, we spent the wheel. His boy got pew, 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 pew. Like, listen, this wasn't us this time. That was your boy.
Violation on the 10th degree because he blasted all them shits and all them niggas went kaboom.
Yeah.
So you got the kid on the ground. He was happy, and the ship, and they was like, yo, we did our job. So the ship turned back into the regular ship, and the galleon just floated off.
Yeah.
So they talked about the treasure and shit like that. At the end of the episode, we got the Cap standing, Aura farming again. He had the tip of the sword on the edge of the ship. He ain't scared of nothing. Nope. The ship is just floating in the air. He just enjoying air while everybody's talking about the treasure and just watching the sun. And off in the distance, we see somebody in a hoodie watching the ship. And
so that you was right.
And I think that might be the Shinkaiger Red, the actual Ranger that had the energy from before. So he might be looking off to the ship, and that leaves a good cliffhanger. And the ending is the same vibe, and they preview the next episode, and that finishes off the episode and our doing of episode 2. So, co-host, what is your final impression on both this episode and the series so far, and how would you call it? Would you recommend it? Would you further go on? How you feel about the series?
This was good, real good. I would definitely recommend this. I would keep going here. Don't watch Super Mega Force. Don't watch it.
No.
It's for your memory. It don't exist.
Never. I watched this because this came out 2011, 2012. I watched this over like a Christmas break after college and stuff like that. So I watched this before I watched the Super Mega Force. So you could just imagine how disappointed I was when they finally got to Super Mega Force.
Ugh.
I was downright disgusted, and I stand by it forevermore, bro. This shit is so fucking good.
Yeah, I'm here for this. Whatever the hell Super Mega Force was trying to be, man, listen.
It didn't work.
Throw that in the trash.
It didn't work at all. It did not work. This is so fucking good. This shit hit like crack, bro. Going back into this shit, it brought me right back to Christmas. I love this so much. I'm super biased when it comes to this because I know how the series, the 51, there's a reason why there has been 8 movies about this series specifically. 5 of them where they're the main characters and 8 movies in all where they're just popping up. They're a favorite. The way how they milk Mighty Morphin is the way how they milk this series. That's how good the series is.
See, this can work. We can do this.
This could work. This could always
get together.
This could always. I wanna let y'all know as from right now, the Captain Marvelous, there's a reason why he's on my list of GOAT because the nigga he doesn't stop aura farming. That's just him. All 51 episodes, even when it's not his series, he still drips out on niggas. I'm talking about future Sentai and shit like that. Anytime he pulls up, he will always prove to you he is the baddest nigga on the planet. He fought the Common Riders. Baddest nigga in the room. When I tell you, he the GOAT. Just like how y'all niggas look at Tommy, Jason David Frank, he the GOAT. I put him right in there. That's the greatest respect I could ever give Captain Marvel. My dream fight is dead ass Tommy versus Captain Marvel. Ooh. That is how high esteem I put this Captain Marvel. I put him on. My dream Sentai versus Power Ranger fight will always be Captain Marvel versus Tommy. Literally, suit or no suit, give me the fight. Because that nigga, he is in my top ranks of aura. That nigga, honestly, I want to put him versus Piccolo and the aura off. I just want to see them in the wind with just like the cape in the background and Piccolo's fit. Just have them aura farming. They don't even have to throw a punch. Just them just standing against each other. Just seeing who wins an aura farming fight. That's it. Because it's fucking beautiful, bro. Top series.
Yeah, I'm here for the Megazord. I'm here for all of it.
Will recommend at all times. You will have fun. And the cameos are elite. And the suits and the shit like that. This shit is just open. I love it. So without a doubt, recommend. So yeah, this
was a good one.
Yeah, man. I told you this was gonna be a good one, man, for sure. So that closes off the book for this week on Down with BMP, Black Morpher Power on Gokaiger. Definitely recommend. 2 thumbs up for sure. Our preview going into the next review episode. We are back on a shot of Kurosake, an anime review, and I said this time around we're gonna be doing an anime known for it's a new anime based on somebody's classical stylings for sure. On the same level for Cowboy Bebop and Samurai Champloo, we will be taking on the latest Shinichiro Watanabe specialty that he has going on. It's currently going on Max right now. And I say it's time for us to tackle episode 1 and 2 of it. We're going to be taking on, and this is streaming on Max right now, we're going to be doing Lazarus, the new Watanabe project that they got going on Max right now. We're going to be doing Lazarus episode 1 and 2.
Okay.
Yeah, so we'll be tackling on that on our next review. And yeah, we got that. So, that's the time of the podcast where a certain somebody got to get something off their chest. So you already know what time it is. So I got to let him come up to the stage. Got to give him his time, right? Let's set him up. What's up today, y'all? It's Jordan back in the building. And you already know what time it is. It's time for another hot take edition with Jordan. So this week, you already know, Jordan's problem this week specifically is that hot weather. I don't fuck with that hot weather. Now you must be telling yourself, a puppet dealing with hot weather. I mean, I gotta deal with all kinds of shit all the time. But your boy don't like the heat. Fuck it. It's stuffy. It's all up bothering me in the house. I'm irritated. Pass me the AC. The fan, whatever you got, it be making me go crazy. And I'm a black man pup. So this hair is nice, but it get crazy frizzy in the heat. And I don't appreciate it. Nobody like an angry puppet hot man. And it bothers me all the time. I hate it. And that is my hot take of the week. I am tired of the bullshit hot weather, especially when it be coming together with all this bullshit pollen. Just like my friend Nick over here. We just dealing with the pollen and I hate it. It's ugly. it's dirty, and it's just destroying everything out here. I hate it all.
I ain't got no rebuttal this week. I agree with everything you just said.
Right? I mean, I agree with Jordan, man. His hot take is right, man. It seemed like this week we all could agree with his hot take. That hot weather, it get nasty, it get sticky. You be going outside, you be getting tired and shit like that. You get burned on benches. Yeah, man, it's crazy. I mean, yeah, man. I think altogether, I think it's we all in agreement with the hot take, right?
Yeah, all in agreement. I ain't got nothing to say. Nothing to say that ain't already been said.
Respect it all together. All right. Well, that's Jordan's hot take of this week. Peace. All right, man. You already know of the week, man. Jordan sometimes he come up with the spicy that not everybody could agree with, but this week it looked like, man, he was probably dealing with the pollen like I was dealing with the pollen. He probably bothering. He rubbing his eyes and shit like that, and he touches his hair, shit like that. Like, you never know, man. The frisbee outrageous and shit like that.
For real.
We be feeling it. But yeah, on that note, we got an email set up at blerdbynature@gmail.com, Facebook, Instagram, and Threads. Hit Blerd By Nature, Twitter /X at Blerd By Nature. Nature spelled Nature. Coles, hit us with the YouTube.
You can find us on YouTube by searching for Blerd By Nature Podcast.
Yeah, and we are available on all podcast platforms all around. And currently, as we're speaking right now, our last upload was our Soul Eater episode, and we are still working on the backlog. And as technology tries to, mess us up all around, we are just trying to catch up as much as we can. But nonetheless, man, as always, check up on all our episodes. One side note, definitely for sure, shout outs to the homie Erica. She was showing us some love recently, just out of random. Yep. She was putting us all in the highlights, talk about you gotta listen to it, Black perspective and real funny and shit like that. And we appreciate stuff like that. Like, we
sure do.
It's always nice that we put out our episodes and we find out we're loved and stuff like that. And no prompted. It was just like a mini, blurb of explaining who we are and stuff like that. And we always like to put out. We always wonder who be listening and who be watching shit like that. And we always love the love. And we appreciate that. We appreciate y'all and everybody around.
Yep. Definitely do.
Yep. So shout outs to the homie for real right there. So any final notes before I hit the outro calls?
Nah, take us home.
All right. Let's go, Kaiser, for sure. All right, thanks for joining us today from Black Thought to Nerd Power. This is Nicholas, Mr. Go With The Flow.
And this is the man with the plan, Maurice.
And this was another edition of the Blerd By Nature Podcast.
Thank you for listening, everyone. Till next time, peace.
Final wave.